Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Jordan, aka Mr. Pull the Trigger Bang Bang. Please don't forget the bang bang. And today I'm coming at you with a requested video. So I mean, you guys know I have businesses, and primarily this is about business, diversified income project, talking about making money and hustling and things like that. But I had someone that watches the videos comment and let me know that they wanted to know where I started from, right? They wanted to know where this came from, where the hustle came from, how I got this mentality, the mindset, and just like how you started. And he said this because he was like, what about the people that don't believe they have it, or they think you're already way too far, so there's no way for them to do what you're doing because they don't relate? And that hit home for me because I was like, yo, it's all about relating with everyone, connecting. That's the point of being transparent, to show that I'm no different from anybody else. So when he said like you should do like an autobiography, something like that, to show where you came from, like where do you think it started and how'd you get to here. So I decided to throw together like a 5-part video, right? We're gonna do 5 I would say shorter videos, and I'm just gonna explain to you how I got from out of high school to where I am today. I graduated high school about 10 years ago, so if you guys didn't know how old I am, there you go. But I'm really just gonna give you where I started and how that journey molded my mind, right? What I learned, the opportunity, who affected my life, and what changed me, and just different things and tips that could help you further in your journey, or something that you can relate to. So I'm gonna take it all the way back 10 years ago, graduating high school, 18-year-old Jordan. Hopefully I have some photos or something from that back in the day. But I'm gonna take you back to 18-year-old Jordan, where it all started, and you know, making money, I guess. I mean, I hustled, you know, when I was in high school and middle school, but like really where I started making money and income and something like that. So 18 years old, I was 18, and my first real job was Polo Ralph Lauren. Yes, Polo Ralph Lauren, the polos. That's my first job I ever got. I actually didn't get the job myself, right? I wasn't motivated to get a job. I wasn't always just hustle motivated. My first job was actually almost given to me by my mom. She's the one that put in the good word for me and got me the job. I started at Polo Ralph Lauren right out of high school. I couldn't find a job. I found a job that way. And my starting wage was $8 an hour. Yes, $8 an hour. I know a lot of you guys are talking about $15 an hour minimum wage. But when I started working, it was $8 an hour. And I started that job as my first job. And it was, I mean, for the first year, it was cool. It was a job, it was a new experience. It was something I'm not used to. It's always exciting when you're doing something new. And at that time I was just working. I started going to school. So I was working and going to school, working, going to school. I know some of you guys are familiar with that plan. That's the plan that I was on. I was doing the go to school and go to work thing, part-time work, full-time school. And I did that for a long time, right? In my first year of working, I got my first raise, and that was a solid 24 cents. Yes, 24 cents. So I was making $8.24 an hour. Honestly, I thought I was killing the game. I thought I was balling. I thought I had it made, and I thought I was good. So I was excited, right? At this time, no business ideas coming to my head. Nothing really. I was just going to school and work. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to school. I'm gonna get a degree, and I'm gonna go work, and I'm gonna make more money. I always wanted to make more money, but I was like, I didn't think, you know, I'm gonna start my own business or anything like that. So it just always wasn't like, yo, I'm about to be a business owner, CEO, things like that. So then I spent another year there, and I got another raise, right? Another 23 cents. So I was making 47 an hour, right? Never made it to $9, but at that time I was like, yo, I need to make more money. Right now, at this time, now I'm 20 years old. Right, I got things I want to do. I wanna experience things. Right, 847 an hour wasn't really cutting it. So I started to look into the jobs. Let's say comp plan. Where I was like, how can I make more money in this job? Right, I went out for the supervisor position. I interviewed. I didn't get it. I think it was because I was too young, a little unexperienced. Right, I was good at what I did, but I felt like it was just too young. 20 years old, a supervisor, managing people older than you. I don't think they think I can handle it. So I went a different route. I was like, how can I maximize my pay, right, in what I'm doing? And I don't know if some of you guys had this at your job, but they had something called the referral plan. And what the referral plan is, you refer friends or family to the job, and if they stay on for a certain amount of time, then the company will pay you a certain amount of money. In this case, it was $200 if they stayed for 90 days. So I got on my hustle, right? This is like my first attempt to hustle where I was recruiting. I was recruiting for the job, right? They used me to recruit for the job. I didn't realize that at that time, but they used me to recruit for that job. So I was out recruiting. I was looking for all my friends who were just graduating high school. We're 2 years out. Some of them have jobs, some of them don't. Some of them were just going to school. So I started looking for my friends that needed work, right? So I would just hit them up like, yo, you need to apply for Polo, right? I put in a good word for you, bro. You're gonna get the job. And in that time, in the second to the third year, I got at least 15 people interviews for the job, right? 15 friends. And out of the 15 friends, at least 10 of them got hired. And some of them worked with me for a long time. Some of them worked there after I left, right? But the most important, right, and really life-changing person that I got hired at Polo was my buddy from high school. Really good friend of mine now. We're still good friends, like best friends. Alex Doan. I got him hired at Polo. I think that was his first job. Alex is always a hard worker. Definitely worked harder than me. I'm pretty sure they liked him better than me. We used to fight over who got more hours. That's how we made money at that time. Who got more hours? Alex would always beat me. We were getting more hours than we should because we were supposed to only make 20 or get 20 hours a week because we were part-time, but they'd always throw us up to 38, 40, right? We'd try to see who's getting 40, 41, and it was always Alex because, he was just a better worker than me. But the reason why Alex was so important, because between after that second to third year, right, I capitalized on the referrals, right? And that kind of capped out, right? I ran out of friends that I would put into the job, with my name. I don't want anybody just going in there, right? Because it's my name in jeopardy. So I ran out of friends. So now I'm in the third, fourth year, and I started thinking like, my next raise is coming up. Actually, my next raise I really didn't get much. I think I got to like 847 working at Polo. Never hit $9. But I started to think, how can I make more money? And me and Alex, like I said, we were good friends, and we hung out outside of work and everything like that, and we talked all the time. And he was telling me like, hey, my brother, I have a brother. I was like, yo, you have a brother? I wasn't a very good friend. Obviously, I didn't even know he had an older brother. He's like, yo, I got an older brother. He does some kind of networking sales, but he makes a lot of money. So we don't really know what he does. So I was like, yo, we can't do nothing with that. So one day he hits me up. He was like, hey, let's go. Can you want to come with me to Costa Mesa? I was like, yeah, sure, man. He's like, yeah, I got to drop off my brother's check. I was like, all right, that's cool, cool trip, Costa Mesa, let's just drive over there, cool, whatever. We get there. This is the first time I ever met Alex's brother. His name was Julian. And this is the first time I ever met him. And, we hand him his check, and he opens the check. He opens it right in front of us. It was like $8,000, and that was $8,000 for the month, right? $8,000 for the month at 20, going to 21. I never seen money like that before, so I was blown away. I didn't know what to think. I didn't know. All I wanted to know at that point is what was going on. What did he do, right? I'm 20, I'm turning 21 years old now. What did that man do? That happened a couple times. We went and delivered his checks a couple times within that next year. And me and Alex always talked back and forth like, yo, we need to work with him. He told me whenever I'm ready that he has a spot with me doing what he does. At this point, we still don't know what he does. But then one day, I'm at Polo, And, you know, I'm starting to think, I'm like, yo, I need more money. I'm still on that mindset. Yeah, I need more money. And this is where like the entrepreneurial side really was sparking in me. I was like, I know I can make more money. This guy that I just met randomly, don't know what he does, but he has an $8,000 check. That really opened my mind to like, yo, people are out here making real money. He wasn't that much older than I was. So I'm at work. I'm starting to fed up at this point. Alex calls me and he's like, yo, I'm fed up too. I'm ready to get started with my brother. Actually, low key, I already got started and I want you to come out and take a look at what we got going on. I was pissed because I use Instagram and Facebook. I saw that he got started with his brother and I was like, why didn't you hit me up already? Took him a week to hit me up. That's why I was super fed up at work. And he hits me up and he tells me to come out. And I was like, yo, I get off at 6. He was like, yo, meet us here at Starbucks at 6. Right? And I feel like some of you have had that experience going on, had that experience before. If you haven't, yes, at that time, 21 years old is when my entrepreneurial journey started. I met up with him, and he was doing network marketing. He was doing MLM. You know, some of you know it as a little pyramid scheme. I don't see it that way, but I'm just trying to relate it in a way that you understand. But that's what he was doing. And I saw the opportunity, and I was open-minded, and I was excited, and I was young. So I did 4 years just working, and in my 4th year of working, I decided to take my life into my own hands, and I started a network marketing company that, you know, gave me my dreams back, right? It gave me belief in myself again, that I can do anything I want, I can have whatever I want, and I can dream bigger. That's how my journey started. I went from working only and going to school to working and trying to figure out how I can hustle within work, to working, going to school, trying to figure out how I can hustle within work, and then going, I need more, right? And because I got Alex hired, and Alex's brother was Julian, and I always appreciate Julian, and shout out to Julian, because definitely both of them opened my mind to understand and realize that I can have more in life. And that was really a turning point in my life. So before all that, I was not an entrepreneur. I was a wantrepreneur. I would do little hustles and make a little bit of side money, but I wasn't an entrepreneur yet. I was definitely a wantrepreneur. But thanks to them, it put me on this path and this journey to get me to where I was today. So that's it for the first part. Tune in to the second part where I go over, you know, what happened after I joined network marketing, where my next business came from, who was a powerful role in those decisions, and what changed for me and mindset changed for me to get me to where I was today. Like I said, it's gonna be like a 5-part video. That was part 1. Thanks for checking in. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And once again, it's the Diversified Income Project. Signing out, your boy Jordan Williams, Mr. Pull the Trigger Bang Bang. Deuces.